Okay, welcome everybody to the Boyd the Metalloid series. So what's this all for? What's this all about? Boyd the Metalloid series. Well, we're going to do something today on YouTube that's never been done before on a Weber grill. Chicken! That's right, chicken wings. They've never been done before on a Weber grill. We're going to take you through the process. We're going to take those wings, we're going to do a few things with them. I'm going to show you. This will definitely be involved. All this will be involved. We got these wings from Winn-Dixie, which sorry, we had to get that back out of there. We had a cameraman that was asleep on the first run there. So this is our flyer. This is where you start at. Go for your grocery stores Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You'll have your great deals through the store. Hey, I buy, shop around. That's what I do. It's like a hobby. It's like something fun that I do. So application, what we'll be using. Of course, we'll be using the old basic Weber grill. We've got a little basic chimney starter right here. Everybody's familiar with those. I like the starter because you can put enough coals in there that just enough of the grill for what we're going to be cooking. We're going to use our Winn-Dixie newspaper flyer. Ball it up, shove it up. That's starting to come out, so it's time to get the old chimney starter here. This chimney starter here is perfect for this size Weber. All the coals you need in there fit right in here. We'll give them a little paper go here. Get that lit up. But that's going to get that started right there. I recommend using the chimney starter. It works faster, it's condensed, and it's just a much safer application, especially when you're cooking in a tight area like we're doing tonight. The chicken wings, and show you how the Metalloid gives them the axe. Because one thing's for sure, these birds won't be flying away. Get this stuff out the way. I recommend a good, nice cleaver here. That's sliding around a little bit, so we're going to have to get us a little modified, slip-resistant process here.
Hey, what kind of charcoal is that?
Hey, we use nothing but the best. The only charcoal that you put in a Weber, of course, Kingsford. Now, there's the Kingsford Applewood. There's a combo Kingsford charcoals. I recommend trying them all. Chicken wings. As you can see, these wings are not marinated. They are straight out the pack. Need a garbage can over here, prop boys. Anyway, here they are right here. So one thing we want to do is rinse our wings here.
Wow, that's a nice color. Paper towel.
Water's not on, can't rinse them there. We would be rinsing our chicken wings off right now with this water. Unfortunately, the water's not on. It is a good application to have here. So we'll have to cut and go to wash the wings unless the camera wants to follow me over to the bin. Of course, we need to rinse our wings, so we're going to go over here. It's always nice to have a nice little outdoor sink right here. It's a good asset to have. We'll dump them in my favorite strainer style basket here. Rinse those off real good. And turn them off, give them a shake, and we're going to get back over there and put the hammer to them. And I like to take the old cleaver, put it down sideways with its bone down, and get your fingers back and just give it a little chop right there, boom right there. I saved these pieces to make stock with. We'll run through another one right there. I like to use my smaller chef's knife that's a little big. Just always keep that bone, that blade moving away from you, bone down, turn it over, and give them the axe. I got a little high on that one right there. We'll just run through them here. There we go. We got some background noise there. It seems to be some white noise here tonight. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe we can get a filter for that. I'm not sure what we can do about that. Seems to be a heckler here. And that's where the fun, the big round bowl comes in. Boy, you can just get up in there and while you're messing with that big round bowl, you can mess with the little small glass bowl too if you got, if you got something to put in that. We've got a good, nice coal chamber for all you metalheads out there, coal chamber. And we'll get into a little more about coal chamber later, and a very good, influential band. I think Loco was probably one of their best songs. So anyway, here we go. Let's get a shot of that. See if we can get a shot of that, boys. Get a shot of whoa, whoa, look out, boys. It's hot. It's hot stuff right there. Metal, molten metal. I'm very impressed with this $2 chimney thing. This chimney was $2. And it looks like it's doing a good job. So we're gonna dump that there. I know there's some devices that have some kind of controlling measure on there, but let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's good and hot and ready to go. Those coals are nice and white. And we didn't have to use any side chamber. That's enough coals for the amount of chicken that we're cooking. So let's get the chicken on there. We gave them a big swirl in our big round metal bowl and earlier in the broadcast. So, skin down first. That's how I like to do it. Skin down first, like I like to do it. That sears that skin and seals it right in. And by cutting off that little extra wing, it helps the chicken, the wing, cook a little better, a little more evenly there. And it's gonna give it a nice, firm texture. We can stack them, so we'll try to get them all on there. More on there, I'm looking down on there. So as you can see, there's enough diameter on there. Uh-oh, one got away. Don't worry about that. We can edit that. Nobody will ever know what happened. So in the meantime, while those are cooking, we'll get that out of the way. Looks like our grease over here is, we could fry a batch of JoJo potatoes. We got our drain pan here ready to go for the JoJo potatoes. We'll throw them in there. With your JoJo potatoes, right now there's nothing on those. So what I like to put on my JoJo potatoes before you fry them down in there is a little Tony Shasher. Uh-oh, we're getting a little flame right here. The thing about the Weber is you get a flame, put that lid on there, shut that thing down, flame goes away just like that. As you can see, the Weber is known for its smokiness, so we're just gonna slow that flame down a little bit. That's what I love about the Weber. You can slow that flame down so quick and nothing's burning on there. And keep in mind, this is a small Weber. That's 4.5 pounds of chicken on there, minus a little piece to be cut off on there. Just the right amount of coals for the chimney. Here's our JoJo's. Coal Chamber, the band Coal Chamber, the most influential band. I remember the first time I saw Coal Chamber in New Orleans, they were opening act, and they had this female bassist. Her name was Raina Foss, and at that time, that was just the most awesome thing I'd ever saw, a bass player in that kind of band with that kind of music, and being a girl, and it was just one of those moments. So I followed Coal Chamber, but their first album, Loco, and they're just one of my favorite bands. If anybody has a Coal Chamber story or a Coal Chamber experience where they met the band or saw the band or met Raina, knows anything about Raina, who later married drummer for Seven Dust, who I actually met later at the Hard Rock, and I actually had a chance to tell him, man, you stole my girlfriend. I was in love with Raina, and it was just a funny thing. Had that little story there. And if you got a cool story about any kind of band influence or anything yet that's metal or music or food related, drop us a comment at the icons below here and let us know what you think. We want to share those kind of stories. Chances are maybe we've been someplace at the same time, at some point at a show. That's what we want to know. All right, the JoJo potatoes. Here's our fryer, here's our grease. As I said before, this is a little salvage fryer that we found. If you have an old fryer that looks like it cannot be used, this is what I suggest. And I was taught by a top chef of Biloxi at a very famous restaurant named Mary Mahoney. Giorgio told me this trick. If you got a fryer, fill that thing with water, turn it on, and they call it boiling it down. And I did that with this fryer, and it cleaned up and it worked great. So here we are. It's ready to roll. JoJo potatoes. These are just potatoes that we cut. All I've done is simply just douse them with a little bit of Tony Chachere's. I'm gonna douse them a little bit more there because we want these a little spicy. That's why I like to use this metal wire style strainer. The arms come out, you can put it in the sink, it goes different ways, you can do different things with it. You can do like this, you can do like this, you can do like this. It's an entertaining strainer. That's what I like about it. It's very workable. It has a lot of applications. So we shake that around right there. Now you can do this two ways. You can take it and put it one with your hand, or you can do it like that, or you can do both. You can do it like this. You can use one in the hand, and one in the hand, and one in the hand. One got away, one got away, one got away. Don't overload your basket. Don't overload your basket. That's plenty enough right there for this application. Boom. That grease is good and hot. Now with JoJo potatoes, they're gonna sear up. They got a lot of little water in them. And like I said, this is a salvage fryer, so we have a modified lid application. We have to use that right there. And we'll let them fry a little bit and get sizzled up. As you can see, we're using two basic ingredients tonight. A fryer with a modified lid, and the old Weber, which we need to take the lid off of here. We had to close that smoke down there. See, now look at those wings right there. They're not, no flaming right here. We're gonna give them their first turn right there. There you go. There you go. See how that skin side down first is why I like to put them skin side down first? That takes the bulk of the heat. It seals it in. And you see, taking off that little extra wing, what that's gonna do for us? It's gonna allow us to make a nice little pattern on there. So now they're exposed there for a little bit. What I like to do is with the rubber end of my old tong right here, those coals are in there, give that Weber a little tap around the bottom like that right there. And what that does is, kicks that ash out of there, and you don't have to stir your coals from the bottom to lift your lid to get them. You kick off the hot stuff, and that gets them a little hot there. It doesn't look like there's a lot of coals in there, but I assure you that's a lot of heat. And the tongs are the key. Every good YouTube cooker better have some good tongs and better learn how to use them there. These are just basic tongs. I've got dozens of tongs there, but you can see I got a backup pair here. Sometimes it's better to have two pair of tongs because you can get on there and start and do like that and do like that and do like that, do like that, do like that, like there. You see, I can move that around. I can move that one over there. I can move that one like that. I can move that one like that right there. But you see that flame starting to come up? That tells me two good things. My tap technique works. There's plenty enough coals on there to finish it. And now we're gonna put the lid on and get back to our JoJo's. They're good and dark. That's where you want them. That's a good crispy brown. Don't be afraid for a big potato, a JoJo potato, to be a little dark like that. I know you might think that's a little overdone, a little burnt, but I assure you, those are just right. Shake Shamaloka. I like that basket, drop them right out. A little rock salt. I like to use rock sea salt. Sea salt. It's not really rock salt, but sea salt. Give them a little bang, boom, bam, and we just set them off the side and repeat the process. Looks like our cameraman's helped himself to one of the JoJo potatoes off camera over there. That's a violation. He will be disciplined for that. Cameramen are under no circumstances allowed to sample any of the food while working on camera. That was an extreme violation. We're going to address that later. We have one more thing, the Zumo's party time, because you really can't light the Weber unless you put some boudin or sausage on there. So we're moving right along here. Wings are looking good. Let's give them a little move around here. We'll try to get them all going one direction. You won't hear any one direction here on this station tonight on this cooking show right here. Still got a nice temperature in there. Those right there are just about practically cooked almost. So we're gonna leave them on there a little bit. We're gonna add some sauce and we're gonna get to the sauce application. And this is how we like to do them. We've got 4 bowls. This is our regular old sweet Baby Ray's mustard gold style. I'm gonna put enough in there for that bowl right there. We got our traditional Baby Ray's. We're gonna fill that bowl up right there. Come on. Come on. He gone. He gone. All right. We got them 2 bowls right there. Now we're gonna put a little sriracha by itself in the bowl right there, by itself right there. Sriracha, sriracha, sriracha. I'm gonna put a little bowl full of the Kiko Man on there. So we'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Since it's 5 for 25, we'll take 5 wings. And that's what I like to do is give them the old shake in the bowl there, shaking the bowl there. Get them good and saucy, let them slide around, let them slide around. So we'll put them on there. The grill's not too hot, it's not gonna burn. And we'll get that flavor sauce cooking on there. That one's still alive. He's trying to fly away. Okay, so that was the big bowl technique. Now, for the rest of the sauces, I don't want anything but this on my sauce. I don't want anything but this on my sauce. That's what you do. You take that right there, you dip it in there. All right, here we go. Cattleman's Gold right here. We're going to do 5 of those. 5 Cattleman's Gold by itself. We're going to see how many are really in here. There's 4. And there's 5. Here's the traditional goes left. The old traditional. Should be using 2 hands. What are we gonna do with that one eye? We're just gonna dip it in soy sauce since that's it. We got one eye left, and it's gonna get nothing but the low sodium soy sauce, and that looks like that ain't gonna do nothing. So we better dip that in the sriracha here so we don't feel left out that we didn't put sriracha in the bowl for nothing on there. Right there. We've got our peppers and hot sauce there for, you know, for those people that they just gotta be difficult. They gotta have something else. I want some hot sauce. Here you go, here's some hot sauce. I want some peppers. Here you go, here's some peppers. You know, it ain't got enough salt. Well, here you go, here's some salt on there. Here's some salt on here, you know. I want somebody to chop my head off. Here you go, I got a hatch right here, I'll chop your head off. And that gets back to our small bowls here. Like, this is our small glass bowls that we were talking about earlier. If you remember, we were referring to small glass bowls, you know, and whatever you like to put in your small glass bowl. And here at Boyd the Metalloid series, we would like, you know, anybody have something to put in my small glass bowl? Send it on in. We'd be willing to try it, you know, because we got a lot of small glass bowls that we like to put stuff in and try it out. So feel free, send us anything that you think might be helpful in the kitchen, anything that might help us be more creative, you know, for our small bowls. So that's, you know, that's what we're looking for right there. So we got those on there. I like to put my hand over that little hole, a little hot hole. You can feel the heat coming off that little hot hole right there. You know, and that's what you're looking for, is the right amount of heat coming off the hole. You know, that's the key right there. And I know right there that there's enough heat in there right there to get the satisfaction on the meat that I want. All right, as you can see, we've showed you the sauce application, which means we're getting near the end. It's the finished product here's coming up. We've showed you all our sauces. We showed you what we like to use. This stuff that we bought tonight was, you know, $25 at the most. And we're going to continue this series and show you, and we're going to talk about, and we're going to show you how fun, you know, spending some time on the patio with your good buds out there, you know, is a pastime, and that's what we should be moving towards right there. So we thank you for tuning in tonight on Boyd the Metalloid first series. And as you can see, we're starting to get a nice texture, a nice color. I'm going to put that lid back on. No, actually, I'm going to keep that lid open for a second. Give it a tap and give those coals their last round of heat there, because I can look at that right there and tell you those coals are burning down. We have gotten maximum production out of that chimney full of coals right there. Where'd the chimney go? We filled the chimney up to the top. Those coals are in there. It was one chimney full. We cooked 5 pounds of wings with them. We used 4 sauces. We cooked our JoJo potatoes, 5 for $25. And look at the fun we've had, and we're only just beginning. We're gonna have one last shot of everything, the finished product. We're gonna clean this table up, we're gonna make the presentation, and we're gonna show you what the finished product looks like for Feed 5 for $25 on the very first Boyd the Metalloid annual cooking series. Because we've got one little final thing, the fun thing, the party time Zumos. And I recommend Zumos sausage, boudin, anything you can find here. Zumos is a product. Beaumont, Texas. All right, we're going to take the wings off on your tray as they were cooked together. We know that was the traditional baby raised. We're going to put the honey mustards on the other side over here, off in their own little corner. That's the advantage of having a nice big metal pan. I recommend going to, and those are those 5 right there. Okay, these were the ones we tossed. Remember the ones we tossed in the pan right there with the sriracha in there? Just showing the round bowl technique. Those 5. And then there was that one little odd one right there that would be by itself, and we'll call that the jewel. We'll call that the jewel right there. This is when it's bonus time, because you can take your sausages, you don't have to worry about anything, and you set them down around in there, right around that last little heat that's burned down. We'd like to thank Sriracha tonight for sending us a t-shirt. We'd like to thank Kiko Man for sending us a t-shirt tonight and putting us on their mailing list. Kiko Man didn't send us shit there, don't lie. He said, well, I found this shirt at Walmart, it was a Sriracha shirt. I got this at the dang Wrangler store, it was $5. I like their products. This one's a little small, it don't fit, it makes my tits stick out, you know, so, I mean, I don't know what else to really tell you, you know, don't lie, don't be untruthful in any of your videos, but I tell you one thing that's true, this is good meat. And I'll tell you right now, we make the best grilled meat here on our little Weber, so just hit us up at the website below, and look forward to hearing from you, and see you later. The presentation, the final happening. Here's our sausages. Oh, that one got away. went flying over there. But you can see they're nice and crispy brown. Nice snappy casing. We're gonna put them off on there. We're gonna plate our mysterious wing. 1 sausage, a couple potatoes. Take a bite of potato. Nice and brown done. Nice wing, nice and manageable. Nice and flavorful, easy to manage. Very spicy. Here's our sausage. Hear that snap? Hear that heat? That's it. See you next week.